Mate, I thought Nunez would have done so that was quite taking it on by himself. But look for it.
Welcome to the debut episode of The Last Word, episode 1. This is where this is where we're going to go into detail analysis about the previous match was yesterday where Liverpool won 5-1. Big up to the Reds. We're going to go into more depth, because when the match finishes, it's like we get the first reaction is, it was a good match, brilliant goal, whatever, yeah. But this one, we're going to go through the detail about the stats, the GA and stuff like that. That's what this show's about. So hopefully we can start getting a bit of traction with this show. Might not get no traction, still going to do it. But yeah, this is what the show's about, basically. We're going to be talking about the match, what happened yesterday. So this is The Last Word, episode 1. And we're going to be talking about the Frankfurt versus Liverpool. So enough of me rambling on. You know what I'm going to say next? I'm going to bring in my co-cues, my partner in crime, TOTO! Big up, TOTO.
Big up.
And you know what I'm going to say next? How's it going?
Yeah, it's going really well, really. And yeah, so far my day's been chilled and really been doing nothing. Just been, since we're doing the video today, just recapping of what's happened and what we've been doing, how Liverpool won that game, and yeah, that's it really.
Before the game, let's put a bit of music on because it's just like a funeral park. You know what? Yesterday's game, I'm gonna ask you honest truth, yeah. Did it shock you, the result?
I think it did. I think going into that game, looking at our recent form, of course, Frankfurt didn't really had an up and down form. They won 2 out of the last 5 games, I think. Now 3 out of the last 5 games. It's decent up and down form that Frankfurt had. And arguably Frankfurt is probably rather than their form was a bad team to go against, but still, we still went on and got the win, and we created so much chances in that game. So much chances. It should have been a bigger scoreline. I just think, in my opinion, that Liverpool looked much better in that game. Much better. We looked more solid because we had the players to be solid. Slot went with the right lineup this time. And what we went for as well. We wanted to play Jones a bit more, wanted to play Sobo a bit more, wanted to play Wirtz every game, wanted to play Ekitike and Isak together.
Yeah.
And it did work out. Not so much for Isak, because I think Isak should have scored as well in that game. But regarding the lineup, we created so much chances. We went back to the old 4-4-2 in defence. Very, very compact. And it was good. It was we finally won the game of football, Liverpool.
Yeah. So yeah, yeah, man. I'm just gonna have this background. I prefer this one for now. What you reckon? Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to this show. Going forward, I know this is the pilot one, the pilot scheme. This is where we're gonna have a few teething problems. May not, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, Liverpool yesterday. I was impressed with Liverpool. I like the way the double pivot of Jones and McAllister in the double pivot. That was cool. I think that worked. And that enables Florian Wirtz to go more forward and do his thing. And I watched it yesterday, the game. I watched it because I recorded it and I rewatched it again. And I noticed a lot of things in the game. You know when you watch something, then you miss it. You know when you watch something the first time and then you watch it the second time, you miss stuff, innit?
Yeah.
Florian Wirtz was absolutely outstanding yesterday. the way he was on the ball yesterday, the way he was quick, the quick passing, and the 2 assists that he gave, and the goal he should have scored. The goal he should have scored, yeah, but Salah didn't want to pass to him. That was a sure goal. And even the commentators, yeah, which I think it was Alan McCoy, even he said, he goes, look, Salah should have passed that. You get me? He should have passed it, but he never. So Florian Wirtz, for me, I think I said Szoboszlai was the man of the match yesterday. I think it was Florian Wirtz for me. I think I've changed my mind. This is why we do this show, you get me? Because the first reaction is, oh, that guy was the man of the match, that guy was the man of the match. But when 24 hours later and you go back and rewatch the game, you kind of change your mind, don't it? Yeah. This is what this video is all about. I think Florian Wirtz was really amazing, and he's getting a lot of stick by the haters saying you only done it because it was in Germany. Look, you can't win, innit? This is why I don't argue with trolls, and this is why I don't argue with inept geeks with semen stains in their sheets. I get on with watching football, watching Formula One and analysing it. And if you don't agree with me, that's fine, innit? That's the world we live in. Not everybody's going to agree with you, but if you do agree with me, that's good as well, isn't it? Either way, I'm going to give you my opinion, and if we get enough people in here today, I want to hear your opinion as well. But for me, I think Florian Wirtz, before we start going to the analysis and the details stuff now, I think Florian Wirtz for me was a man of the match. Toto, I think I've changed my mind on it. I rewatched that game, right, and he was absolutely on the ball, absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Wirtz was very good. The movement in midfield. Yeah. I think I like the way Slots gave him a free roam kind of role. Yeah. I think that's what he needed. I think last couple games were a bit fixated, but Wirtz was given more of a free roam. And plus, we played very, very high attack because Slot likes to play in possession a 3-2-5, which is good if you got the right play for it. Yeah. But we're on about Wirtz now, aren't we? We'll get onto that a little bit later. But Wirtz was very, very good. Movement in field was good. I just think he created a lot of chances. He did create a lot of chances. He created a lot of chances in that game. Key man for us, Florian Wirtz is. He was in all these games. I think if you look at these past 6 or 7 games, right? We always talk about he's 009, he's had no goals or assists. But I always say to them is that he's created our most chances for Liverpool. He's created the most chances in the Premier League. His off-the-ball movement's good. When he gets his chance to shine, he always puts in a good pass. But it's not his fault if a player misses a chance, if he creates one. So I think Wirtz is very, very underrated here, in my opinion. Yeah. In terms of chance creation, because he creates a lot of chances for us, and his movement off the ball is very, very key. Look, we're not going to spend that much money on a player if we know he isn't good. If you know he wasn't good. Wirtz is very, very good. We saw it in Bundesliga. Yes, he needs time to develop in the Premier League, but I think he's getting on just fine. Yeah, he needs to develop his strength. He's he's in the Premier League. It's more of a physical league. But I think his chance creation and all these games that we've played since the beginning of this season all the way till now, he's done really well in terms of chance creation. So as a 10, you want to create chances. You also want to score. But as a midfielder, you want to create chances. You're a midfielder by trait. A midfielder usually wants to create chances. And he creates a lot of them. Florian Wirtz did. He created one for Wirtz on the plate. Not for Wirtz. Wirtz created one for Isak. Isak was right in front of goal. He should have scored, but he hit it right at the keeper, and it was an easy save for the keeper.
I'm actually going back watching it now in the actual video. And you see, you're on about Salah now, innit?
Wirtz?
Yeah. So, Salah, Salah and Wirtz, same thing, yeah. So what I'm saying is, when Salah had the ball, you see him actually running up the right-hand side. I'm going to try and get the still image in a minute, yeah? You saw him run up the wing, and it was an easy chance, isn't it? An easy chance. All he had to do is pass it straight through the middle. And Wirtz, where Florian Wirtz is, there was no one there at all with him. It was a simple tapping. It was a certified goal. You get me? Certified goal. And you could see on Salah's face, yeah, when he was running with the ball, And I'm not criticizing Salah. This is not the hate Salah video. I respect Salah. Salah's one of the greatest footballers ever played for Liverpool. This is not where we're going to hate on Salah. We don't do that on this channel. This is a grown-up conversation where we're going to talk about the match, innit? So Salah was running with the ball, and I saw him when he had the ball. All he had to do is free ball it to Florian Wirtz. But look at Salah's face when he does it. You get me? Someone's got a close-up image of it. Look at Salah's face when he had no intention of passing to Florian Wirtz. For me, I think he's vexed, that he didn't get a start. The last time Salah got benched really is when Jurgen Klopp was there, innit? You know, when he came on and what happened there when he got benched by Jurgen Klopp and he didn't like it. He threw his dummies at the pram, and this is what we're seeing here with Mo Salah, innit? He should have passed to Florian Wirtz. Okay, he should have passed, and Florian Wirtz would have got the goal and would have got 2 assists. But he didn't. He was selfish. And that's just the way it is.
He was selfish, I think, looking at the chance.
Yeah, I know you did. I know, Paul.
Looking at the chance, Salah didn't realise, or look, as a fan, you want Wirtz to get his first goal for Liverpool. He hasn't scored for Liverpool yet. Salah, he came on, he skied. Look, I don't want to abuse Salah. Some people just abuse him a bit too far. Yeah, but every player is down to criticism. He came on the pitch. He missed 4 big chances.
Yeah.
I think 2 of them were big chances. One where he was literally he was outside the edge of the box. No one was near, and he skied it over the bar. And one, he could have got an assist and made impact to the game. We could have won this game at 6-1. Even more, because we had lots of chances. I'm talking about this chance. He could have passed that to Wirtz and made that 6-1. But he decided to be greedy and not pass him, and Wirtz was in a better position. As a winger or whatever, you want to score, but you also want to provide as well. Wingers have both jobs. Salah's job was to provide the ball to Wirtz, and he just simply never done it.
Let's just bring it up on the screen.
No, it's not.
Everyone.
It's not criticism. It's criticism because every player is entitled to criticism. We all know Salah, what he's done for us in the past. You know, we haven't got short memories. We all know what he's done to us in the past. But I'm on about Wirtz was in a better position, and he never passed to Wirtz.
Yeah, let's just bring it up. This is it on the screen, okay? We'll put this on this side. There you go. So, look at this now, right? No one's telling me, let me see if I can zoom it up. There you go. No one's telling me that Salah, all he had to do, that was a certified goal. So you can see Florian Wirtz on that football pitch right there. Nobody's on him. He's beat his man. He's beat this guy, yeah, right? Can you see the arrow on the screen, yeah?
Yeah.
He's beat his man there. He's on. There's the goalkeeper. There's Mohamed Salah. And he had no intention of passing. Look at him. Look at his body language. He had no intention of passing. And I just don't understand why he couldn't just free ball the ball there, pass to Florian Wirtz, and Wirtz would have had the perfect game. I just don't understand, Toto. I just don't understand. It's right there. The ball's right there. But look at the angle that Salah's on. There's no way he's going to really score from there. It's going to be a lot difficult for him than Florian Wirtz. Now, at the end of the day, when he missed, Florian Wirtz, you saw his body language, he just jumped up like this, yeah, boom, boom, boom. I like to say, okay, you didn't pass to me. But can I tell you something now? People are going to look at Salah in a different way now. You know, his teammates. Probably Virgil talked to him and said, look, come on, lad, why didn't you pass the ball? Commentator said it. It's rare that the commentator says it as well. Commentator come out and said, you know what, he should have passed the ball. That was a through ball, a tap in for Florian Wirtz. And I'm kind of disappointed in Salah. I know over the years people said that Salah's greedy. I know Mane said it. A couple of people have said it. But I'm just disappointed in Salah for not passing that ball, Toto.
Yeah, you can see Wirtz was very, very frustrated after that. He was jumping up in the air, throwing his arms up. He's thinking that should have been his goal. Look, at the end of the day, Salah's done a lot for us in the past, but this season he hasn't been playing good for us. All games. Forget his goals and assists. Yeah, you watch his performance by the eye, and if you watch his performance by the eye, he hasn't been playing good. He's been losing all his one-on-one battles.
Yeah.
His crosses have been terrible. His playmaking's been terrible. And we all know he's a good goal scorer and he can score goals, but he's barely doing that now. He's skying chances, and overall performance, he has not been doing good as a player. He has not been doing well. But just because your manager decides to drop you for 2 Champions League games in a row because you weren't playing well, the last Champions League game you weren't playing well, and that's why Slot dropped you, right? Just because you've been dropped for 2 Champions League games in a row and you've been dropped because you haven't been playing well recently, you shouldn't be taking that to heart.
No way.
When you come onto the pitch, you want to make impact. So Slot decides, look, he's determined to make impact. We'll go again. Let's start Salah again. See how we go from there. To try building the way back into the starting lineup. But if he just takes that to heart, again, we don't know what Salah's thinking in this situation. You know, it's a tight situation, and he may be thinking, "I was going for the shot." That's the first thing he thought.
Yeah,
right. Maybe we're just speculating for something. But if he's just not even deciding to pass to his teammate, because look, you should be seeing that pass across. There's no excuses. You should be seeing that pass across. Wirtz is there, open. He looked up, but didn't even bother to pass to Wirtz. He knew he was there, and he decided to shoot because he was greedy. Greediness is not a good thing. Greediness is not a good thing in football or whatever, because teammates will fall out of you.
Yeah.
Just because Slot drops him, you should be taking that to heart. Every time you come onto the pitch, you should be willing to make an impact. I think with Salah, Mohamed Salah, he's a senior player. He hasn't been in form lately. We all know this. You got some people that are saying he should retire, which is mind-boggling. But I'm not going to go down that route. I want to be more positive. Now, Salah is a legend at Liverpool, one of the greatest players in the history of our club. We can all agree on that one. So, if he's going through a bad patch, which every player goes through the bad patch, do I think he's falling off a cliff? I don't know yet. We need to see more evidence in that. It's only been 8 games. Now, if Salah is that senior player, and we've got players coming in like Florian Wirtz, and we've got players like Kirkers, he should be like a role model to them, innit? Yeah. He should be like a role model. He should be saying, "Look, lads, I'm not having a good time, but I'm gonna help out the team." He should say, I'm not sure what he said to Slot. Maybe he should said to Slot, and he could have said it. I don't know. I'm just presuming he didn't. He probably said, "Look," he should say to Slot, "Listen, I can come on and I'll do the assist. I'll come on and try and get these lads more goals." But I think he's going to regret that. I think we all know strikers that got that mentality that they don't want to pass in it. But I think Salah, when he wakes up tomorrow morning, which is today, which is not morning, now it's evening, I think he's going to regret it, Toto. I think he's going to regret it. And it'd be interesting to see Salah's stats as well. That'd be another thing. It'd be interesting to see his stats. So we're going to have a look at his stats if we can find any sort of stats on Salah. It wasn't on there for long, was it? How long was he playing for? 15, 20 minutes? Yeah. So what we do, we can try and bring up some of his stats. I'm going to take these up. And we'll try and have a look some of his stats in a minute. But big up to everybody in the chat room. We've got a question. There was one here. He wants to know where you got your name from. Oh, yeah. Toto from the team principal Toto from Formula One. Mercedes. And from Mercedes, yeah. And then Hammer is when the famous radio message, what Bono says to Lewis, hammer time. That's where I got the hammer from. Yeah. So hammer time is where the hammer comes from, and Toto is the team principal of Mercedes. When he used to love Lewis when he was at Mercedes, and the Toto is, that's the name of his name, Toto, and hammer, like you said, Pete Bonington, innit? So if you've got any stats on Salah, we can have a look at them briefly. Got one on the sofa score. Go on and whack that on then, Toto. It's in the bottom right corner of the screen. But whack it on then, bro. Whack it on there. There you go. So we'll put that on. Yeah, most of the stats in the bottom right. Go. So there's more. You have to move our cameras though. Oh, on the other side, okay. Oh, no problem. Let's move them over there. There you go. Go ahead. Yeah. So this is his sofa score rating. He got a sofa score rating of 6.4, which I think he should have got lower. But again, these rating websites give out random ratings. He had, in terms of shots, like I said, he had 3 chances in that game. There was one where he was actually inside the box. He was assisted by a player, and it was saved. It was straight at the keeper. Some of Salah's shots, I gotta admit, can be a bit weak. Yeah. The key just goes straight at the keeper. This is the 90th minute. I think this was the Wirtz situation. As you can see there,
Yeah,
he was right next to
That's
the goal. Defender was there. Wirtz was around that area, and he should have passed to Wirtz, but then he went for a shot. It was a good save by the keeper. Another fast break, which is again one of his big chances. Like I said, outside the edge of the box. It was outside the edge of the box. No one was near him, and he just skied it over the crossbar. He didn't even get it on target. He had 3 shots in that game. He had 2 shots on target. So, look, I'd rather you get a shot on target and, you know, we might get a corner or whatever. But if you're just skying chances and not even passing to Wirtz when he had the opportunity, I think that's just bad decision making, in my opinion.
Yeah. So you know what I'm interested in? Let's have a look at Florian Wirtz's stats. While you're there, let's try and find Florian Wirtz while we're here, and we'll click on Florian Wirtz, and we'll have a look at his stats. He got a 7.2 by the Sofa score, which I probably would have made him a little bit higher. Let's have a look at the heat map. Let's go back to the heat map. Like he's on there, so you can see where Florian Wirtz was playing yesterday. He was playing everywhere basically, more on the right. Obviously, there's more of the heat on the right hand side of the pitch, but he was coming onto the left as well, and he was doing them free balls, assisting. I think yesterday, when you go and have a look at the R team, get rid of the heat map. Get rid of the heat map. I just want to see the team. Right, get rid of the team. Yeah, see the team. Now I like this formation. Right, this formation. You got Szoboszlai. Not I said earlier. I said McAllister. I don't know what I'm talking about. Not McAllister. Curtis Jones and Szoboszlai, because I said Curtis Jones and McAllister. I don't know where I got that from. So you had Szoboszlai and Curtis Jones in that double pivot, innit? They was in that kind of double pivot, and then you had Florian Wirtz just in front of me. I know it doesn't look like that on the football on the map, but that's how it was on the football pitch. So you had your four at the back. You had the double pivot, Curtis Jones and Szoboszlai, and you had Florian Wirtz just in front of them. And because you had that double pivot with Szoboszlai and Curtis Jones, big up to Curtis Jones, by the way, the way he controlled the ball yesterday, the way he controlled the tempo of the game was absolutely outstanding. Szoboszlai was just a warrior. He was everywhere in the football pitch. That enabled Wirtz to get more on the ball to show his skills. Because like I said, I watched that match twice. Yeah, I watched it yesterday, and obviously we're live. And Florian Wirtz was so impressive yesterday. I think that was his best game for Liverpool, Toto.
Yeah,
I think that was his best game for Liverpool. And for the Sofa score to give him 7.2, I would have probably gave him a bit more because he was that good. If he would have got that goal yesterday, obviously Sofa score would have been higher. But Florian Wirtz yesterday, you know what? He was brilliant yesterday, and for me, he was man of the match.
Yeah,
especially if he would have got that goal. He never got the goal, but he was absolutely outstanding. I'll see his stats. Have a look what he was like yesterday. His stats, yeah. There you go. That's it. You go there.
He went in with 2 assists.
Yeah.
He created 2 big chances, and he did get 2 assists from that. So
accurate passes. Look at that.
Yeah.
56 out of 63, 89%.
89% accurate passes. He crosses.
Yeah.
You got 2 accurate. 4 key passes.
Yeah.
He was very, very active in the opposition's box. He completed 10 out of 11 passes in his own half, and long balls, 2 of them were accurate, and I saw them long balls. He picked them out very, very well. Decision making definitely got better for Florian Wirtz. Of course, as a passer, and that's the key thing for a midfielder. He did really, really well there. Let's see dribbling stats. Oh, there's not much. There's not so much on dribbling
78 touches. Unsuccessful touches of 3 dribbles, 2 out of that's 1. And how many shots did he have? Go to the shots now. How many shots did he have?
Yeah, 1 shot.
1 shot, yeah.
But I think
passing he's more than passing.
I think his playmaking is what
was outstanding.
He could have got a goal if Salah would have passed to him. Again, it is what it is, isn't it? But Wirtz's performance was really, really well.
Yeah, I want to see what I think. Yeah, LFC Paul said, Solo, me and you was the first to slate Jones. Now we weren't the first to slate Jones. A lot of people were slating Jones back in the day. I actually done a YouTube audio on it, a YouTube short. If you go on the Keep It Sports channel, you'll see it there. A couple of years ago, and I was slating Jones. I admit it, guys. I admit it. See me, when I get something wrong, I will come out and admit it. I won't hide. I won't say I never said it. I won't say it's AI like a lot of people say. I admit it. I was not a big fan of Curtis Jones. I'm not saying I'm the biggest Curtis Jones fan now. You get me to put this down. I'm not saying I'm the biggest Curtis Jones fan now. I'm not saying he's my favourite player. What I'm saying is this season, ever since he came onto the football pitch and played, he's had a brilliant game. You get me? He's had a brilliant game. And that's all I can say. I'm not saying he's my favourite player because what's going to happen is now, in a couple of months, he might fall off again and be crap again. I'm saying right now, he's playing good football. So eating the words, I'm not sure about eating the words. I'm just saying he's playing good football now. And if he continues this at the end of the season, I'll give him his flowers. That's what you're going to do, innit? I won't hide and run and say I didn't say it. It is what it is, isn't it?
Yeah. I wonder if I want to get on to regarding Jones is that he stabilised.
I agree. Sorry. I agree.
He stabilised the. Yeah, he should have been higher, definitely.
Go on, Toto. Go ahead.
I think regarding Jones, he kept the back line stable.
Click on Jones. Click on him. Let's talk.
No, I want to talk about it in a moment.
Okay.
Because it doesn't really show what formation in or out of possession this website. But regarding formation, again, it says 4-4-2 on paper.
Yeah.
But in the game, really, in possession was having a 3-2-5, which Slot was playing all season. This season, he was playing with a 3-2-5 in possession.
Not yesterday, was it? No.
And no, in possession he was. He still.
I think in possession he went there. I think in parts of the game, parts of the game though, when we was in possession, when we was on retreat, when they had the ball, we went into a 4-4-2.
Yeah. In defence, yeah, of course. But when was in possession? We saw this all this season as well.
Yeah.
We all went for a 3-2-5. Slot will stick with it.
Yeah.
But we never had the players to play the 3-2-5.
Yeah.
It's because we never had ball carriers. McAllister was out of form. He was going upfield. Gravenberch and McAllister was both going upfield. So we never had that defensive-minded player that will sit back. Now, you put on Szoboszlai, Jones and Wirtz, who are comfortable in receiving the ball. Because in the 3-2-5, you're very, very prone to counters. Because as soon as you lose that ball and lose possession, we saw it with Frankfurt this game. We lost possession cheaply, and they had so much space because five players were up front, and they were taking very, very long to track back. But if you got two good ball carriers, which was Szoboszlai and Jones, that was in that two in the 3-2-5. They were the two midfielders dropping back to receive the ball, and Curtis Jones, of course, is in the back line. Instead of a 2 back line, it was making a 3 back line, and it was much solid. It was much solid, the 3-2-5, because we had ball carriers who can keep the ball and not lose the ball cheaply. But now, if you had players like McAllister there and Salah, we would be more prone to counter attack because Salah don't really track back as much as he used to.
No, he doesn't. Not like he used to.
And the pressing's not as good when he starts. And of course, McAllister was out of form, so we were losing the ball left, right, and centre, and getting counter-attacked. The press is back as well. The press is back in this formation. We're now starting to press more. Ekitike is pressing, Szoboszlai is pressing, Wirtz is pressing, Gakpo is pressing.
Yeah.
Because when you've got two players, you can't press. Like Isak, I don't think he's a presser. Salah is not a presser. Now, if you've got Isak and Salah there, not pressing, the whole team can't press properly. Because the press, you got to press as a unit, don't you?
Yeah.
So now we've got players who want to press and can track back. That's why we're more solid in a 4-4-2. This is like a formation I like when defending. It's really, really good. We was good in defence, but the only thing I'm worried about with this system is that when we're in a 3-2-5 in possession, attacking the opposition, especially against a low block, we're very, very prone to a counter. But again, every formation has their faults. Did you like the double pivot as Jones Szoboszlai? Would you go with that going forward? Like
when we play Brentford, or but Brentford we're playing, yeah, or Bournemouth, Brentford. Would you go with that double pivot with Szoboszlai and Curtis Jones again?
Yeah, definitely.
And that unlocks. I think that unlocks Wirtz.
I think this
Do you understand what I'm
formation
saying?
we should go forward.
Don't you think that unlocks Wirtz?
Yeah,
that
it does.
Gives Wirtz more time and to come forward.
It does.
This is what I think we should go for. What about? I'm not sure what's going on with Isak. If Isak's got regarding his injury, how that's going. But apart from like Isak, if Isak's good, would you go with Isak and Ekitike?
Yeah, every time. Every
Right.
time.
Click on Ekitike, then let's go. Actually, go on Jones briefly. Let's quickly go through his stats a little bit, and then we're going to Ekitike, and then we'll finish off because we're going to finish off soon. So there's the Jones. Let's have a look at the heat map where he was. So we got assist. Yeah, okay. There you go. Good. So let's go with his stats now briefly. Then we can go finish his off. Then we're going to Ekitike. So he's assist. So his crosses accuracy 2 out of 1. Accurate passes 122 out of. That is a very, very high score.
Very, very good.
That's higher than Flying Wirtz's. 122 out of 127, 96%. That is outstanding passing.
Because he loves to receive the ball, Jones.
Accurate passes, yeah, we've done that one. Passes in opposition half, 94 to 98, 96%. That's brilliant. That's good. Toto. He has to start on Saturday.
Yeah,
he has to start on Saturday.
I think he's earned a starting lineup in this team.
He has to start now. Passing in his own half, 29 out of 31. Long balls accurate, 1 out of 1. Yeah, and let's quickly go on to Ekitike, then we'll move, and then we'll finish off this stream. So shooting, so Ekitike is shooting because he's obviously a striker. Shots 3, shots on target 2, shots blocked 1. What about his passing and that? His
passing will probably have a higher because he was playing that false.
He's a striker, isn't it?
Yeah,
99 out of 20 racket passes. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Go to the other one as well. The that's it, yeah. I'm happy with that, yeah. I'm good, man.
Isak, we'll go with Isak. Let's finish off.
Yeah, let's have a look at Isak. Not really good, is he? He was kind of a ghost in the game.
I think it was the one in the 8th minute where he was right in front of goals. That should have been a goal. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he had 2 good chances, to be fair.
Yeah. He missed 1 big chance.
He'll come good, though.
He had 2 shots on target, 2 shots.
He makes me laugh when I see people talking about, which I never respond, by the way. There's just some of them don't even know about football. They're clueless. Some of them saying he's finished. Isak, we brought a dud.
Finish at 25.
They said we brought a dud. I mean, I just don't understand. I don't understand what's people's problem is, but I just don't understand. I know they hurt that they lost Isak, I get it. And people are hurt that they didn't get Isak and we got him, but it is what it is, isn't it? So that's it really. That's our debut show. That's our debut show of The Last Word. So going forward, guys, the next match will be Brentford. And when we play Brentford, obviously, as soon as the game finishes, we'll do the live reaction show. And then the day after, or maybe 2 days after, depending on the weekend, we'll do the Last Word analysis. I really like this show, Toto.
Yeah.
It's 40 minutes next time. I'm going to try and keep it to 30 minutes, We're just going to pick out 3 or 4 players. We're not going to do the whole team. So if we watch the match and there's 3 or 4 players that are good.
We're just like the key moments out of the match, innit?
Yeah. So basically, if there's about 3 or 4 players that have been really good, what we'll do, we'll pick them out and analyze them, and that's it. I don't want to do the whole team. It's just too long, innit? So we're going to keep it to like 30 to 35 minutes. I think 40 is okay. You know what? Let's see if it's 40 minutes. So this is The Last Word, episode 1. And yeah, the pilot episode. We're going to say goodbye to the masses. Got the chat room to speak, actually. Go ahead.
Yeah, and thank everyone for chatting. LFC Paul and Tyler D. Thanks for you both coming in and getting involved in the conversation.
Look at the first shot as well. Bert's was free. Yeah, no, I saw that as well, bro. Salah is obsessed with numbers. If you're so obsessed with numbers, it's time to move onto an easy league because we need 10 outfield players who work. That's true. Yeah.
Look, I want last word before we go.
He's called The Last Word.
I know. Look, when we lost against United, we was all up in emotion.
Yeah.
I've always said, It's a system issue and it's also a players issue. It's both issues. Because we can't just put full blame on Slot because he put the team out there. Yeah, blame has to go on Slot because he put the players out there. And the players he put out there is what he thinks, in his opinion, goes for the system, right? But if you think about the last couple of games, Jones is a good ball carrier. Chiesa has been doing well. Wirtz has been a good chance creator. And with this 3-2-5 like he likes to play, because he wants to play a little bit like PSG. And now I'm not sure if you're going to change philosophy, right? Yeah. But let's say you don't change the philosophy. You need players to work with the system. You need good ball carriers. You need good wing backs, which we had. You need good creators to find them long balls, to find them balls in behind. This is what I also get in Frankfurt. I saw all that because we had the players to play the right system. People look too much at the price tag. Oh, yeah, you spend all this money on players, you spend all this money, and this is what happens. No. You stop looking at the price tag. You got to start looking at football. Yeah. Jones, good ball carrier. 3-2-5, common sense. If you got 3 at the back and 2 in midfield and 5 attackers, you're prone to a counter-attack. This is why you need good midfielders. This is why you need good ball carriers who's comfortable at receiving the ball. Jones, comfortable at receiving the ball. Jones probably has one of the lowest price tags. Is he good at the system? Yes. Start Jones. That's what it's simple as that, really. And then the ones on the bench, you slowly ease them into the system. Like Kirkes, slowly ease him into the system. Frimpong, slowly ease him into the system. You know? Other bench players, McAllister.
Yeah.
Slowly easing them into the system because they're not good for the system. This is why we're losing.
I know. 100. So we're gonna head off. Sorry, lads. A little bit off the topic, but why don't BVD and Rabbo and Jones touch this Anfield assignment anymore?
I don't know. I don't really pay attention to it. To be fair,
Salah is acting like a 35-year-old baddie who is jealous of the new pretty ones. Cool name, bro. Yeah, because he's not going to be the guy anymore because he knows he's on the way out. It could be that as well. I know what you're saying. Solo, me and you was the first to say, yeah, we've done that one. Steve Szoboszlai, I don't know about the Perlo, bro. But I know what you're saying. He says there, look, Steven Szoboszlai, Curtis Jones is Perlo. I don't know about that, bro. Hugo, nah, bro. Sorry.
Look, Ekitike can be the next Omri.
Nah.
Potential.
Nah. We'll see, innit? I don't know where he's going with that Perlo. Nah, that
Perlo for Jones.
Nah, I don't agree with none of them, but he's what it is, isn't it? But he's 70 years too low. So big up to everyone. We saw the chat room going off. Big up to the guys. 8 o'clock kickoff. What's kickoff at 8 o'clock? No. I'm not watching. I'm not doing no watch along. I gotta go and do some business. See you later, guys. Big up. Thanks for watching. This is the debut show of The Last Word. See you later, guys. Next one will come in a couple of days. Big up to everyone. See you later, guys. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Bye.